So this is Eric's next truck, which is on 40s. He's moved the engine back. How far did you say?
9.5 inches.
Engine's moved back 9.5 inches into the firewall.
Front axle's been moved forward 2.5. Rear axle's been moved back 4 3/4. So
What axles are they?
Currently a Dana 44 in the front of a Dodge truck, 3/4 ton. Dana 60 rear. I got a Dana 60 front in the works to go in the front for a little extra beef.
Got 410s in it.
410 gears for now.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be a on the budget project, and the budget got large really fast.
Yep. You're building a whole custom floor in here.
Yeah, the tunnel's is almost done. Going to be removable, so it'll actually be accessible just like you see it when it's finished, with just a few bolts, 15 or 20 maybe,
Yeah.
but still accessible.
And you built this cage all from scratch.
Cage is all home built. I bought a JD Squared Model 32 bender. This is all DOM tubing. Some of the downpipes in the rear where it's not a safety issue is actually just pipe, but all the safety issue stuff is DOM.
Yeah. Yeah, we're kind of late to the program on this with video, but figured better late than never to start on the videotaping of it. Videotaping. I sound like I'm 70.
Just don't know where I want to put them. They're awful long, but that's what I got.
What springs you got on here?
2.5 inch Ranchos in the rear. I believe Skyjackers in the front, with 2 leafs out of each pack.
For an International Scout, too?
International springs, yeah.
They spring under springs, or were they spring over?
The factory were spring under. 5-inch shackles all the way around for a little bit of extra travel.
So this truck's got quite a bit of amount of lift then. Seeing that these are wheels, or these springs are for a spring under, and you've used them for a spring over.
Number wise, it was 5.5 inches doing a spring over. 2.5 inch springs that are lighter, so they're not quite that high. So about 8 inches of lift, roughly. 40-inch tires, H2 Hummer wheels, 17s.
What engine does this have? I forgot to ask you about that.
This has a 392 International. Supposedly they didn't put in Scouts, but this one was in there when I got it. So
It's a 2-barrel right now, ain't it?
it is currently a 2-barrel, but I have a 4-barrel intake I'll probably put on it, time allowing.
Yeah.
Radiator's gonna probably go in the back with electric fans. Front's probably gonna get tube framed with just fenders hanging off of it when it's finished, time allowing. Otherwise, the stock front clip can bolt back on.
Yeah, it's like the first week of December right now, so we've got the winter to finish it up, paint it, and
finishing the important stuff, and if time allows, I'm going to do some extras.
Yeah.
Want to have it ready for spring.
And you've been doing most of the work, well, pretty much all the work on this one so far.
2x4, 1/8-inch rocker panels. There was no Scout left other than the yellow you see when I originally bought the truck.
Yeah, I'll get some pictures. I have some pictures of it before that I'll stick in here for you guys to see.
When finished, the factory doors will still mount, windshield frame will still mount. I have fiberglass quarter panel skins that are going to be mounted on the rear. The cage is built to fit under the pickup cab for Scout 2. Factory bulkhead was notched to still be removable. The top bars are going to be removable with some custom cage kits, so I can pull the hard top off if I decide to take it off.
Yeah. This thing will be street legal, but it wasn't designed to be on the street.
Right.
Not a lot of room in there for a throttle pedal, but we'll figure it out.
It's going to get modified to move over 4 or 5 inches, and the throttle is going to be approximately where the brake is.
Is it heavy or no?
Well,
Well, good. I'll just stand here and watch it work. It's like one of those. Remember those old like igloo type buildings that were like all little trapezoids?
yeah,
That's what it reminds me of.
still has the factory shift cover, still fits.
Perfect. Yeah, that might be a little warm on your feet, but
I'm contemplating splitting this in this area, so I can take this section out individually, so it's not so big and bulky. Plus, if the seats are in,
Yeah,
seats are
that's
going to be
true.
right to here, so it'll be hard to get out. And if I split it up here, this will hold it on the top, and I can just put bolts down the side, and then I can take just the doghouse out or just this out.
yeah, I think you might have to do
Then I
that.
won't
Because once
have
you
to
get
pull this-
seats in here, it's going to be a pain.
Then I won't have to pull seats and all that other stuff.
Well, if you got a problem like wheeling, you can.
Easy access to make things.
Yeah, and you don't want to have to pull your whole seats out and everything.
Nobody likes waiting for somebody else to fix their rig.
It's usually me. So, yeah. I know that feeling. Yeah, that'll be fine. Just like so.
It's not a complete perfect seal. Was kind of hard to. I should have just built a whole new one, but I kind of wanted to keep some of the Scout stuff in here.
Well, it's nice
for
to have the
looks.
shifter. I mean, the shifter bolts right in now.
Yep. And if I split it above the shifter, I won't have to take the shifter out to pull any of this. I can just split the front half and take it out. If anything, I might have to unbolt it and just tip it up. But the back section here got cut off because I'm going to make it more square and either make a toolbox in the back or possibly cup holders or a combination of the two for some storage.
Yeah, were you going to put a toolbox or something somewhere?
Yeah, probably right here because this is going to be an actual square box. I just got to figure out how much room I have once the seats are mounted, so I know how big a box I can put in there.
Yeah, but I mean, now that you mention it, you do look pretty comfortable in there. There's room around everything.
This is pretty close to where I fit, and I can get in and out even with this big wheel in here. The sport wheel is a couple inches smaller, that'll give me some room. And I can always put the tilt column that I have extra. Worst case scenario, if I don't like it, I'll take the entire column out and I'll build my own custom column with a removable steering wheel like a race car.
Like a race car, yeah.
Because I don't need turn signals and all that. If I do, I'll just put toggle
You
switches
can
on the
put
dash.
switches on the dash. You have room behind the seat for storage as well.
Right.
though.
Well, that whole center that's out right now is going to be some type of box. I just don't know
Yeah.
how to build the box or what size the box is going to be.
You got a lot of room over top of your head, too.
Yeah, I built it to make sure I had enough room so I don't have any cage issues with my head. Full 4-point harness. I'm not going to run the crotch strap. I got a 5-point.
Somewhere.
Yeah, it'll probably get designed to fit, but I probably won't run. Shifters will all be very easy to get to now that it's 9.5 inches back.
Yeah, you'll be able to reach it like...
You don't have to reach for the shifter anymore. It's like it's right next to you.
Yeah, that's nice.
So 4-wheel drive's easy. Factory Scout 2 shifter will probably go back in right next to your hip. Flat dash of some sort, just enough to put gauges, couple gauges, and some switches in.
You even gonna put like a speedometer or anything, or are you
I
just
don't
gonna?
think I'm gonna run on speedometer. I'm probably gonna get a good mount for a cell phone or my Garmin. I got a couple Garmins. I'll probably just mount my Garmin up there, which has speedometer in it. Then
Yeah.
I can track my
I
length
took
of time.
the speedometer out of my truck and replaced it with a tack.
With a
So
tack. I might put a tack in this, but I don't know. That just tells me how close I am to blowing it up, and I'm just going to hold it to the floor anyway. So.
yeah. No, this looks good. This will be nice.
Scouts don't need a tack because they won't rev up fast enough to break it.
That's true.
Switch panel will be easy.
I can't believe how much that there isn't that you've replaced that. Like it all fits nice and.
Well, I have two really nice ones next door that I can get measurements off of.
That is true. That'd be nice to have something to base it off of. But I mean, I remember when we brought this in and there was like
nothing.
nothing there. Like it was like Fred Flintstone.
The firewall in this tunnel was all that it was there.
Yeah.
The windshield frame. That was
And
it.
you've built it back.
The door strikers are going to get put in, so the doors will still work
Yeah.
when it's finished.
All the parts over there.
Fiberglass quarter panels, steel front fenders. I put steel quarters on the back, but there's no point in buying them when I have a set of fiberglass ones ready to be destroyed.
And they'll take the abuse a little better. Okay, that tire